The plan over where to build houses in Cheshire East may not include enough new homes. The planning inspector said he's worried that 27,000 might not be enough. UKIP councillor Brian Sylvester is calling on the Conservative council leader at Cheshire East Council, Michael Jones, to resign.
It's total, utter incompetence from the council, from the political leadership. It's run by the Conservative group, and every Conservative councillor should lose their seat over this alone, because it's totally inept.
Well, Council Leader Michael Jones spoke to me just before coming on air, and I asked him if he felt bitterly disappointed at the outcome.
Well, it's a regrettable position that we are likely to suspend the plan to review the inspector's comments. The key issue for me is that he's suggesting we may need more numbers, but the fact is that what he really is suggesting is that our assessment to lead to that decision is not as strong as he would like. I mean, the methodology has to be looked at, which leads to that question. Where we are is 27,000 houses. I can tell you that through the windfall process, we've got more houses than that anyway to be able to provide it. So it is a process of getting the methodology right, looking at our overall assessed need, which he mentions and he does question, and our economic projections, which he does question also. And it may well be that we are victims of our own success. And what we've done, we've gone out there, we've got growth coming forward, unemployment very, very low, one of the lowest in the northwest, if not the lowest in the northwest. And we've got economic growth coming around with the Northwest Hub coming to crew, hopefully recommended, not agreed, recommended. And I think we need to look at more things coming forward. It is regrettable that there is a suspension, but probably fairly inevitable with that growth work going on.
I mean, the thing is, you say you become a victim of your own success, but ultimately there will still be victims here, as UKIP put it. Developers are licking their lips.
Well, as you know, the UK representative is outside of the land to develop it himself for quite some time. He'll be licking his lips.
But it's a fair point.
Maybe we'll try again, I don't know. But yes, of course, look, let's be serious. We know it's serious. This is about developers putting in. They put in tens of thousands of representations. They've analysed up, spent many, many millions of pounds. They've got to go to do it. And they have made the inspector question our methodology. That's where we are. That's what they've done. No surprise at that. It's happening up and down the country. I'm not happy about it. I regret it. And we need to go forward. Luckily, we have got actions going forward, because unlike pontificating politicians like Mr. Sylvester, I go forward and do things. We've got 32 neighbourhood plans underway. 14 are being fast-tracked to protect some other areas, and the government say that's robust, and we're going to go forward with that. It is not good to be sitting here saying where we are is this the end, and that's it, as some people are saying. This is a process. We're going to be delayed. Meanwhile, we're going with other things to protect our residents. All I care about is protecting our residents.
But how much longer do you need? Because you've had, 5 years since Cheshire East has been in existence here. That seems to be an awful long time not to have a robust enough plan to take forward.
I think that's a very, very fair comment. 5 years is more than enough. And I'm looking into the history of what's going forward. I've been leader for 2 years, 2.5 years. I'll tell you now, I put double the resources in. I've backed it all the way. But if your fundamental overall assessed need numbers and calculations are wrong, then that's where we need to look at that now. We need to do a new SMART. We need to get some of those things in. I can tell you I've hired top experts to advise on our economic profile. We're getting on with the job. That's what we do. And I can tell you that I'm looking at why we are where we are, why we've come to this situation, but also how we get out of it. And I'm saying we will be positive. Yeah, look, no one's happy about this. No one wants to have planning inspectors overruling our green fields and giving developers millions of pounds. But it's nice comments by opposition people, many of which campaigned against our plan, many spoke against our plan and talked down Cheshire East, that the inspectors, like many residents could did, some didn't. And sometimes if you keep on pushing, you get the situation. Mr. Pratt has put forward significant comments of positive about our plan and many, many negative. We need to review them all, get them together and work it through. I'll do what I need to do.
You've said how positive you are about the future, but to someone outside looking in, it just looks as though you're sitting at the top presiding over a fiasco here.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at it very carefully. This is about planning and the local plan. When you look at the council services put forward, you look yesterday we did with Congleton High School introducing a new innovative way of providing daycare and training for kids and old people. This is, a modern way of working. We haven't outsourced and sacked lots of people, some councils have. We've been innovative, we've been strong. I can say to you that that's what I want to do. We'll look at this. Local plan is a very large part of our profile, but it's not a very large part of the vast work we do. And most of what we do in this council is innovative, vanguard, and the residents should know. Look at your roads, look at your fans matters. We don't raise council tax, we give money back. We're a strong council.
That's Conservative Council Leader Michael Jones, Cheshire East Council, talking to me before we came on air today about the fact the planning inspector is concerned and has picked out holes, shall we say, in their local plan. So it's, in a way, back to the drawing board for parts of that. Anyway, we'll keep across that here on BBC Radio Stoke, of course. So